alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Trubisky will throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Gage. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Palmer. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
6-6, pull it high. 15, run. 15, run.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Palmer. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them. Those sticks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gage. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now a give, right side. Gage, and some room to maneuver. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Cleveland. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
Check 31, check 31. Begin. 61, match box, now.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. 80 weapon. Defense.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. On 3rd down, Palmer. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deontay Burnett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Gage. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Gage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play. Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Not today, you are. Not today. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Alert, 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 alert. 21, check Mike 21. On 6-6, pull it high.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14 at the Browns' 15-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Lawrence. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's now 3rd down and ball.
Alert, 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 alert. Move, move, move. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. No gain on this defense, no gain. Hey, 18. 21, check back 21.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Come on, defense.
Out of the gun, Palmer. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check back 21. Target.
On 3rd down, Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Michael Polodadon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, you're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Here we go. 10 logo.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Palmer will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Gage. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Slam.
Hey, exit. Go.
On second down, Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's got another first down. Out as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
And the Browns.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll try the left side. Gage, he's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, that's good.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, orbit.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. James has got it. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawrence. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike. Alert. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Chopper. Strip that ball. Big trip.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Sims. He's got it. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
They'll run on 1st down. Gage. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bell looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
22 jet bomber. 52 jet bomber. 54. Mike 54. All jet. Hey, Zoo. Any jet. Any jet. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Bell over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Gage. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Get ready. 10 2 stop. You draw forces.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 27, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Trubisky. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Hello, 54. You got nothing to
On first down, Gage. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Gage. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Check back 21. Wild Bill.
Out of the gun, Trubisky eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
50, plant. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring down.
They'll run on first down. Gage. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, lock it. 60 outlaw.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gage. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Down. 18 games.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gage. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, Bell. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On third down, it's Lawrence. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So first and 10 now from the 30.
So we got man.
On first down, Gage. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
First down and 10.
Set, ready? 30 base.
54. Tackles.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Gage, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches